Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of In the Driver's Seat with dubizzle. On this episode we'll be talking about fines because there's been a whole load introduced here in the Emirate of Dubai. There's semi-autonomous cars that have been licensed to drive in the United Arab Emirates and one company has been given the go-ahead. And BMW have a new car, but there's a Chinese invasion. And unfortunately Fouad is back.
I'm here.
Why? Why'd you come back?
The audience requested for me.
Did they?
Yeah.
All,
you didn't hear them?
All 0.5 people?
All 0.5.
Okay. Shout out to that half a person that requested for it.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to you. You did a good job.
Appreciate it.
I won't send the money in the check.
No?
You're going to have to wait for that. Let's start things off here with the heaviest of them all. And this is a big topic. This has been a very large talking point for a number of weeks now. And it's actually catching a lot of people off guard because there are new fines that have been introduced here in Dubai. Now, the fines are only in this emirate. They are not in any other emirate. And they are incredibly hefty. They range, I think, from 5,000 dirhams all the way to
100,000 dirhams.
And if you repeat any of these offenses, that number doubles. So there is a chance that you could face a 200,000 dirham fine.
What will you do in that case? 200,000 dirhams.
I think
the car would not be enough, you know. So
I think so.
Definitely be walking from now on.
Kind of have to consider your factors. Are you going to start taking public transport? I mean, the metro is a good solution. Public
it is
buses,
a good solution.
Take a taxi.
Maybe start taking it from now.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Save yourself some money. Save yourself the headache of that.
True, save yourself the headache.
So some of these fines have been introduced. We'll start with the 50k one. We'll get into the more expensive one later on. Now, the list is quite interesting here. If you hit a police officer on purpose. I don't know why you do that, but that is a 50k fine, so don't do that.
Don't do that. Driving recklessly in the street.
Yeah.
Speed racing. So if you're racing any other driver on the street, do it another day, guys, or go to the track because it's a 50,000 dirhams fine.
Yeah, take it to the Autodrome or Yas Marina Circuit. It's a lot safer there as well.
Yes, it is.
There are also fines for exceeding the maximum allowed tint, but that's not 50k. I think that's 10k fine.
Around that.
But they will make you remove that, though, during your RTA test to make sure you're not doing 50%.
True, and there is one crossing a red light now, guys, is 50,000 dirhams as well.
Exclusively, this was for the tram, wasn't it? The tram was a very hefty fine.
The tram was
and
very
now
hefty
the red light thing has been introduced.
So just like any red light is like the tram red light right now. If you got caught crossing a red light, it's 50,000 dirhams.
And if you drive a heavy vehicle and you're not a Emirati or GCC resident, a GCC national, instant deportation.
Is it?
Yeah, there is no fine. There is instant deportation.
That's a hefty
So
fine.
be very cautious on the road if you're a heavy vehicle driver. You should always be alert when you're driving anyway. Don't, look around. Make sure you're looking straight and you're aware of your surroundings.
100%.
I just said don't look around, but you should look around. Right?
Look around. Please look around.
Don't look around.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Don't look around when it's the wrong time, when the lights are changing from green to red and you're like, oh.
What's happening? Don't be talking on the phone. I'm definitely sure that there is a big fine for that as well. I'm not sure exactly the number, but there's definitely a fine for if you're talking on the phone while driving, texting, driving. Don't text and drive, guys.
And the other thing is that these fines are not just monetary, right? Your car gets impounded and it can be impounded up to 90 days.
Yeah.
And it will only be released once you've paid this amount. The other thing as well is nowadays, if you have fines that exceed 6,000 dirhams in total, not just one, but in total, your car will be impounded. Now, I think they most likely will do this during the registration process, unless you're willing to pay it off.
Yeah, and also if you got caught by a police officer and you have more than 6k fines, your car will be impounded. And you cannot clear it by paying some of the fines. You have to pay all of them. So it's not like I have 6k, I'll pay 4k, so I'll have to. No. You have to pay all the whole amount.
So please be very careful when you're driving on the road. Pay attention to your surroundings and always be aware. Yes. Do not text and drive, as we said before. Do not do any illegal activities on the road.
Try?
No,
not
don't.
To do any illegal activities.
No, don't try not to do them. Don't do illegal activities on the road.
Don't, okay. He's giving you a direct order. I'm trying to be nice to people, you know?
Don't be nice.
Okay, don't be nice.
Or else I'll get the umbrella again.
Oh.
You know what happened with the umbrella last time? Yeah.
What he's talking about is the umbrella that fell on my car.
Yes. But onto some more lighter news. The first license has been issued for a semi-autonomous vehicle, or better yet, a fully autonomous vehicle.
Fully autonomous.
Because a company has been issued the first ever autonomous driving license here in the United Arab Emirates.
This is heading to the future. This is literally heading to the future, Chris. I believe a car driving by itself around the street is... So yeah, it is very impressive, you know? A car driving by itself around the street...
yeah, I mean, it's
gonna be weird to look at. Like, I just want to see how it's happening, you know? I want to see if... Like, I've been in Teslas and cars that drive by themselves that have the full self-driving capability. And it's weird enough that you're not touching the steering wheel or you just touch it and the car turns over. But according to Tesla, that was stopped when you enter a roundabout because it doesn't know what to do. It just vibrates and tells you to take over, at least with the beta version. Now with this car, I don't know. Is it going to be able to take roundabouts? Obviously it should because it's been given the registration, right?
I would assume so. So WeRide is the company that has been issued the license. It is the first of its kind in the United Arab Emirates. And as Fawad said, it's going to be a little bit weird when you get the traffic lights and you look to your right and the driver's seat's empty. That's going to look so bizarre. I mean, what if it cuts you up? And you know when people,
what are you going to do?
When they're aggressive with you on the road, they cut you up or they do something silly and you're so irate and you give them that look, you know, that really dirty look.
You beep the horn.
Exactly.
Like, what are you going to do? Beep the horn for an empty car?
You're like, who's driving that car? Why is there no one driving
That'd be very
that car
impressive.
Himself? It'd be great if they had like some sort of
Get
LED
angry.
display.
Who are you going to get angry on?
Maybe
That's the solution.
Maybe what they should do is they should put an emoji on the window, right? So that when you look in it, it's giving you that dirty look. It's got a dirty emoji.
Or just in the driver's seat helmet, you know, just a
floating helmet that just randomly rotates. Imagine it's like a
nice.
stick and it falls over. Actually, that's a good question. What if the car has an accident,
The owner, I'm assuming.
but there's no driver?
Yeah, but he's still send it on the road, no?
Why
did you send your car?
These are all questions that we need
Your
to
car
answer
was
somehow.
naughty today. Why did you send your car?
So if the car gets impounded, is that like the naughty corner or something?
Probably.
You've been naughty. Go into the corner of the impound lot. Where's the
You have
owner?
to explain to the car, like, why are you
Owner
impounded?
name unknown. Okay. Well, no, it would be WeRide, wouldn't it? They'd be the
Yeah.
ones responsible for it.
True.
These are all things that will come eventually. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
it's going to
This
start
is,
breaking any
some
rules,
nice
but
stuff.
it's going to be pretty weird. So if you see a car that has no one driving it, don't look twice. Remember your surroundings. Keep looking forward.
Take a picture and post it on the comments.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. We want to see this actually.
Yeah.
The other piece of news here is that the phone is ringing again. Oh, hello. You're looking for an electric car? Yes, we have many of them. Semi-autonomous driving, it's not yet readily available, but they're working on it. Yes, and if you're interested, we can get you exclusive loans. They're called green loans, actually. And we can get you better interest rates and faster processing time on any electric vehicle that you want to buy from dubizzle Cars. Great. I'll just get a piece of paper. You know what? I'll just use my phone to write your number down, and then I'll pass it on to our team. Great. And I'll schedule a call back for you, and you should receive a call in 1 hour. Thank you so much, and thank you for calling dubizzle Cars.
It's very convenient, huh? Someone
get this
calling asking
disconnected.
about this.
And how did they know we were talking about autonomous vehicles
I was
as well?
just saying, probably they just felt it, huh?
So, BMW have a new car, and I know that you are a big BMW fan.
I am.
And
I
I'm
like
pretty
the
sure
car.
that you're a fan of the X1.
It's a nice car.
Okay.
It's a nice car. Kind of mid-size between the X5 and the X3 and the X2. There's so many of them nowadays. But the X1 is good size, you know? Like, people like it more than others, you know?
So for the first time ever, they've introduced the M35i version of this.
Yes.
So this is a turbocharged, I think it's a 2-litre engine. I think everyone's
2-litre
going
engine,
smaller,
yes.
isn't it? It's a 300 and something
Twin-power
horsepower,
turbo, yeah.
which is, pretty good.
Pretty good.
And he just said twin-power turbo. Now, at first I always thought that means two turbos. No, it's a single turbo, isn't
turbo
it?
that has two
Which is
openings.
always baffling to me. But this is the first time that the car has been given the M35i badge.
True.
We can look forward to seeing it in showroom sometime later this year.
And it'll also have the spoilers and the M packaging, M kit as well.
And of course, it will not be
Yeah.
rear-wheel drive.
No.
It will be all-wheel drive.
All-wheel
It'll
drive,
be
yeah.
X-drive,
It should
wouldn't
be- it should be
I don't
X-drive,
think
yeah.
they'd introduce an S-drive version of that.
No, I don't think so.
But there is one other car that is coming to the region, and it's not as popular as BMW. I mean, I do have a soft spot for these cars, but you were telling me about the 208.
The 208, the Peugeot, yeah. So this car, you know how the Volkswagen Polo in Europe is one of the most selling cars ever. So apparently the 208 is taking over Europe as well. So they made an ICE version and the fully electric version. And the car looks very nice. It looks really nice.
I
to
always
be
prefer
honest.
the 308. I found the 208 a bit small. But
the 2024, it looks nice. Like if you look at it, the car is attractive, you know, by itself, and it looks like futuristic. It has a futuristic look in it.
So what do you think of their design language? Because I know they've got that massive grille at the front,
Yeah,
and
they
they've
do.
got them tiger claws at the front. Because
Yeah, they
obviously
do.
Peugeot Tiger, rah. It kind of looks like it scratched the car. I'm not keen on that. I actually really prefer the older generations of the Peugeots.
I love the older generation. You know what? My favorite Peugeot is actually the 206.
Really?
I love that car. There was a one door, and they made it a 2-liter. And that was very fast, by the way, the car, because it's so light. It's super light, and it's small and tiny, you know? It's the only front-wheel drive car that I like, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
We found it. My favorite was, do you remember the movie Taxi?
Yeah, definitely.
With the white, was it
Yeah,
506 or is it 605? I can never remember the kind of
I can't
what
remember.
it was. That one, I really liked it. One came up for sale and I didn't buy it, and I'm still annoyed to this day that I didn't buy it. Could have had that car. It wouldn't have transformed, but you know,
It wouldn't transform.
could have tried.
That's the idea.
But before we get into the fun stuff here, there is a Chinese invasion happening. You may have spotted a lot of Chinese cars on the road. Brands such as MG, Changan, BYD, Geely.
Bestune.
They're coming in with full force, and they're coming in not just with ICEs, they're coming in with
Fully
electric
electric
cars
cars.
as well, and a couple of hybrids too. So if you started seeing an influx of Chinese cars, let us know in the comment section below, because honestly, there's some good looking cars.
They are.
And they own, I mean, Geely owns Volvo, so
Yeah,
does that mean I drive a Chinese car already?
I think so.
Okay. Before we get on to the Cup of Destiny,
The Cup of Destiny.
yes, which will apparently have been informed is no longer obscure enough for my taste.
Thank you
So
very
it's
much.
catered towards you this time. So I'm going to
Catered.
lose for once in my life, and I don't like losing.
No, we don't like, make it a little bit balanced, not 7 obscure cars.
Why? That's the best thing. Obscurity is the best.
Yes, it is the best. Except
See?
that no one knows what
Damn
I'm
normal
talking about.
people needs a BMW 5 Series in white. You see?
Black.
Black?
Yeah, black and black.
White will suit you better. It's more your kind of style.
Okay, fair enough.
But then you got a black car now.
Yeah, I do.
White's better though.
All right.
We have, of course, chosen our cars that we've spotted on the website.
Yes.
Again, I've given Fuad a budget of 100,000 dirhams. He's taken that to the extreme because he's gone less than 10,000 dirhams. Actually, he's gone less than 5.
So, guys, I found the cheapest car on dubizzle, and I think that you can buy in Dubai. It's a running car.
Excellent. What is it?
It's a Toyota Corolla wagon.
I don't want it anymore.
1997.
I don't want a Corolla.
It's in working condition, guys, which is very impressive because you're paying 3,000 dirhams for this car.
With 300,000 on the clock.
Yeah.
It's been to the moon and back a number of times.
Yeah, well, I've seen many more cars in Dubai that's done more than 300.
And probably-
taxis have been doing 700-800, no?
That's true. The AC is probably better than my car, to be honest.
Yeah, so.
I found something very interesting.
All right, what did you
I
find?
have found a Chinese car. And it is the first one I've ever seen in this country.
Okay.
It is not the one that I would like to talk about because we don't get the O3 Plus here for some reason. I'm very upset about that. And if it does come here, it's not coming in cyan blue, so I'm even more irate about that.
You want the cyan
But
blue.
what has arrived here is that it's a Lincoln Co. 01.
Yeah.
You've never heard of it, have you?
I think it's sold as
I
well.
wasn't talking to you, I was talking to them.
I think it was sold as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's how fast a Lincoln Co. sells. It is a weird looking car. It kind of looks like a frog, I'll give you that. But I really like it. I don't know why. I prefer
How
the
much is the
sedan.
price there?
It was quite cheap, actually. It was, what? It was less than 100,000, I know that.
Okay.
2-litre engine, or is it 1.5? One of
Very
them.
good information.
It has a
about the
four.
car,
There's a 4-cylinder engine. It looks like a frog, that's why I chose it. My spot on dubizzle, frog. Those are our 2 cars that we found online. One of them is sold, apparently. The other one
Yeah.
probably is also sold. So they're both sold by the time you're watching this. But they're really cool cars. We're now on to everyone's favourite section, the Cup of Destiny, where inside here should be mainstream vehicles, because that's not my forte. I prefer obscure ones. But then there are
Yeah,
some
you
obscure cars that I don't know about. So let's give this a little shake.
Okay.
Okay, and let's see. I'm trying to find one here. Where is it? I want to get the one right at the bottom. Because I have a feeling this is going to be something.
The most
that-
obscure car that you
Yes, it will be. It is a Ferrari Monza SP1 and SP2. Part of the Icona series. It is a 1- and 2-seater car. So if you have a lot of money and you don't like people driving with you, you buy yourself an SP1. If you want an SP2, you can take your friends along with you. Yeah. Beautiful car. It's kind of like a speedster. I know one of them has the aero cowl, especially the SP1. Beautiful looking car. Yeah. Reminds me a lot of the Jaguar D-Type.
They sell for a huge amount, right?
Of course,
Millions,
because they didn't make very many of them. They were very low production numbers. There you go.
The Monza.
So I have a feeling that was probably the most mainstream car in there.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. It's the DC Avanti.
Just like a rival company to
I
AC.
don't know much about this car. I don't know much about this car. I just saw it recently. Like it's a fast car. That's what I know about it.
For me, Avante means or Avant means wagon, but I highly doubt this is a wagon. If I'm not mistaken, this I think is a Indian manufacturer. Like this is a really obscure car. I think it's a fiberglass body with some really efficient engine, but it looks quick, like you said. So you know what? I'll give you the point for saying quick car because it looks fast. That's for sure.
Okay, cool. I
so
got a point.
You can probably see them in the background. We've not seen any of this before, or have we? This is all new to us. So yes, I'm going to shake this up again because I want to find out what this is in the back here. Is this the one? I'm going to see if it is. So we've had one mainstream, we've had one obscure. What is this going to be? And it's going to be mainstream because this is a Porsche 928 GTS. This is probably something that you probably know a lot about. I know this is not the most hated Porsche on the planet. I think that went the way of the 944. And if I remember, the 928 kind of looked like a frog as well because if I'm not mistaken, it had those little pop-up headlights that were circular. So it looked like a frog. So it's two frogs for the price of one. And I recently learned the word...
I don't share the same opinion. Huh? I love the car, by the way.
Do you now? Because I learned how to say frog in Arabic.
Yeah.
After 27 years of living here.
27 years.
I can finally say the word dufta.
Dufda.
There we go. I'll now include Arabic words every episode.
That's a very beautiful dufda to have, by the way.
This car actually, I've got the number plate to go with this car as well.
You have the 928?
I have a 928 on my plate. So, yes, good luck. Because I found both the two mainstream cars.
The two mainstream cars, and whatever I'm getting is something I'm not gonna know too much
about. Before you reveal it, because I'm going last, I'm willing to bet all the points that I've earned so far and the prize that we're going to get at the end here on you getting this right.
Oof.
I'll even include the last one as well.
Guys, the stakes are high. The SSC Tuatara.
I guess I lost.
Yeah, I think I lost. It's I know Shelby Motor Company. That's all I know about this. The SSC, but the car I don't know it. I'll be honest, I don't know the car.
It's a Chiron Hunter. That's what this was. There was big drama about this car as well because apparently they did a world record run and they didn't do it on the correct equipment, so people thought they faked it and they had to do it all over again. I don't think they made very many.
Did they actually get it? The fastest?
I think they did get it, and then it was beaten by Koenigsegg. Wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Don't quote me on that. So it looks like I have officially won. It is called a stout scarab. So this is clearly Egyptian because it says scarab in there too. This has stumped me 100%. I would say
old car.
I would say it's got to be
the most obscure car that you've ever seen.
It must be post-war era because there was a lot of manufacturers out there that built a couple of cars for a couple of years and then went defunct after a while.
Yeah.
So I get nothing for that. You get nothing. I keep all my points. So that means I win.
You win.
What do I win? Let's find out what I win.
Let's find out what you win.
What do I win? Hey, woo! I win.
Look at you.
Stacks
I didn't know the prize was this
cash.
big. Look at
Woo!
you.
I can keep myself cool now. No more sweating inside the studio for me.
So guys, that's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching this episode of In the Driver's Seat with dubizzle. Stay posted. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have more mainstream cars to talk about because I'm still... These were too obscure even for him, by the way. Just the FYI.
What is my winning streak at the moment? Did I win last week? We need to get a leaderboard.
Yeah.
Of the 3 people that have done this so far.
Okay.
So it'll be a very impressive leaderboard, won't it? So if you want to learn any more about the subject that we've discussed on this episode, you can of course check out the dubizzle Cars blog. Just go to the bottom of the webpage or the homepage and you see the nice blog logo there right at the bottom, and you can click on it to find amazing articles available in both English and Arabic. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, very nice.